Wickens inside in the 6 on Rossi.
Oh, so very difficult to do. The brakes are cold, the tires are cold. Very nice move. Really, anybody you can look at that says they don't belong here.
And the first 9 cars are all Honda.
Defensive line by Pagenaud in the black and white 22. That was Tony Kanaan trying to get the spot, and he does it around the outside.
On the inside, Simon Pagenaud. He's trying to get the power down. Tony comes off the curbing and sort of like a bit of a hip check and going, pardon me, coming through. Like I said, 25 degrees cooler today, and there's some battling going on right now. So that
Watch Rossi on the outside. Watch Rossi.
Nice crossover.
That was perfect.
And he didn't leave Wickens a whole lot of room, did he?
More than enough. Nobody touched.
Sato with an inside move on Jones.
Got to get away from him this first lap.
Andretti with a defensive
Rossi on the
line.
outside. If he can hold it. Yes. No. I don't think he's made it. I think Marco's got. That's it. He does. Rossi's in third.
Accelerating these last couple of tricky corners, and a checkered flag for his victory, and a well-earned one here in Detroit. Scott Dixon wins the Detroit Grand Prix.
Good job, man. Yes, boys. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome.
And Jones with a defensive line. Will Power still got inside of him. Forced Hinchcliffe out wide in 3.
That was some side-by-side racing that started back in turns 1 and 2. The roughest ones that these drivers will run on all year long.
Oh, look at this. Hunter-reay inside of Pagenaud. Wow, what a move.
He was going to make that
He
go
wasn't
through.
going. No, was not going to be enough. Cars to ride these bumps.
Got to run here. Marco Andretti. Is he going to have enough room under braking?
On the outside.
Nice
Second
move.
slower that lap, as you mentioned, Alan, because Eddie, as you're saying, he's now in the.
Rossi with the lockup.
He is right on the limit. They're both right on the limit.
On board with 27.
I think some of the function of this, guys, as you see the tires lock up, is that Ryan Hunter-Reay, probably 7 or 8 laps fresher tires, just could get in the braking zone a little deeper.
This happened just because Hunter-Reay was putting pressure on him. That's what happens. Well, what a drive for the boy.
The trip back to Fort Lauderdale tonight is going to be a happy one because he's going to have his first trophy since 2015. Checkered flag, 17th career win. Ryan Hunter-Reay does it in Detroit.
Ryan, awesome. Unbelievable, those 2 middle stints. Fastest lap by a second.
He's still moving up to the field, and he told me, I'm honestly not comfortable at these big ovals. As he looks to the outside of Will Power, he's pretty comfortable there. He's going to make that pass on the outside. How impressive. But he told me, Townsend, he said the tires are just so hard at these big ovals. I don't know how to read the car.
As Rossi tries to challenge the back of Wickens. And I'll tell you what's tough, Paul. You go to the outside of Will Power like Wickens does, and there comes Kanaan to the outside. Somebody's on fire.
On fire. Matthias Leist.
Your question, 55 to 60 is the window. Will Power getting checked up by Chilton now. Here comes Wickens, Scott Dixon. There goes Hunter-Reay.
Whoa.
But Hunter-Reay has nowhere to go because that's the lap car of Chilton, and Hunter-Reay just, Beach. He nurses it back down. There's Hunter-Reay, his teammate, to the outside. There's a whole gaggle coming to 3.
Easy, boys. There are 3 wide. Hinchcliffe in the middle of the sandwich on board A. Board A backs out of it.
And this is the experience of Scott Dixon, the Iceman, coming to pit road. Lee, look at that. Able to get to pit road quicker. That is key. That's how you make up time right there.
24-4. So,
And he
look
just
at him
reported,
close up.
He just reported, hey, these guys are on a fuel save map. And remember, Wickens went 7 laps further on his first stint as he just masterfully arcs it around Newgard.
A new leader. Check this out. Robert Wickens in the Lucas Honda for Schmidt-Peterson sweeps around Simon Pagenaud and says, I'll go all the way to the front. Under the lights here in Texas, Dixon leads them to green, and Hinchcliffe is on a roll. Alexander Rossi side by side with Simon Pagenaud. Someone's going,
Whoa! Rossi
Big
with a big
sideways.
wiggle, but Will Power hanging on to the outside. Whoa, look at Pagenaud passing Hinchcliffe.
Decisive move on the inside. His teammate through here. Here goes Hunter-Reay on Hinchcliffe. High side. Oh, and
Guys are running 5 one. They said, nope, those top 3 are on their own plan. They're running as hard as they can go. From us back, we're all trying to save as much fuel as we can. Look at that incredible racing with Alexander Rossi and James Hinchcliffe.
Rossi is everywhere. He's inside, he's outside.
Rossi looking so racy off of 4. Look at the grip he can generate with the front of his car to hold low. He's going to get his teammate.
Is it 2 for 1? You bet. Alexander Rossi scorches his way up into the top 3. And he's going to win 2 of the last 3 races in the Verizon IndyCar Series. Under the lights here in the Lone Star State, it's the Kiwi, Scott Dixon, who wins and takes the lead of this championship.
Exactly happened with Will Power, but they are all kind of talking to each other here on the timing stand. Does seem like he's back out to Power now, and now Will is saying, what do you want me to do? So further investigation here for the 12 team, but obviously an engine issue going on.
Wow.
Look at Wickens trying to challenge Rossi. Rossi having none of that, and that's what I was talking about. Elbows out today.
Elbows out like St. Pete.
That corner, that's a single file line, and there's really no place to go at the exit. Marco Andretti and Graham Rahal. I'll tell you what, this is shaping up like a motocross race right now.
Oh, look at this back here with the...
This is Jordan King again. Jordan has made up 12 positions from his start.
Team who clearly had a great month of May, won the Indy GP, then won the Indy 500, but then had a disastrous Texas 2 weeks ago, finished 18th in that race. They fell to 3rd in the championship standings, 36 points out of the lead.
This is really a disastrous day as we see a car got to run on Pagano, and he blocks to the inside. So Pagano's definitely struggling. He's away off the pace as Piggott gets underneath the over-under on the outside.
Tough
you
place
can't
to
go
pass.
2 abreast there.
Wow, what a move from Spencer Piggott.
He made it work. Went off too quickly with the alternate tire. I want to stick with the primaries. They do that. We'll see where they cycle out. And these other leaders, including Joseph Newgarden, staying out 1 extra lap.
This should be fun to watch. Takuma Sato at speed. This is a battle for position.
Gotcha. In there deep on hot tires. Hard to hold a guy off that's already got a lap. But Sato might get Rossi here. He's in the tow. He'll break as late as possible. If he doesn't get him by 5, he's really going to have a difficult time.
Sato on the outside, which is the wrong side at 5, but he's going to have a go at it anyway. Around the outside of Alexander Rossi. Does it come off? Yes, it does.
Rossi fights back up the hill. He's going to stuff it in here.
Side by side, Sato
contact.
and Rossi.
Remember what Rossi did to Wickens?
Wickens
pushed off.
What a pass.
Look at this. Pagano on Ed Jones. Jones giving the squeeze there, trying to keep the door tight. Pagano kicking it open, saying,
Newgarden's first IndyCar career win. This is going to be number 10. How about that? He's racked them up in very quick succession, but this track is a special place, and this drive was extra special. Joseph Newgarden wins the Cola Grand Prix to get back in this championship chase.
Action up front. Dixon tried to make it stick around the outside. We've seen that happen in the past, but he didn't have the grip. And further back, Hinchcliffe and his teammate are wheel to wheel, side by side. This can work.
Oh,
they touch.
The teammates touch.
They're still almost side by side.
Here comes Marco Andretti now.
Oh, look at Alexander Rossi.
Oh, look at these guys. You're not going to get through there 2 abreast. Look at Sato. Out around the outside. What a move.
I don't think we've ever seen a single pass through that new section. We saw about 3 happening simultaneously. Here comes
Sato.
Rossi.
Sato on Rossi now. Got to run off the last corner. Rossi will use the push to pass here. He's right on his back bumper. Watch for the push to pass.
What a wild opening lap. What a fabulous opening lap. Rossi is trying to make a move here on Sato. Long back straight. Lakeshore Drive up to turn 3. Sato defends in that MyJack car.
Wickens and Marco Andretti working side by side. Marco might be able to hold on. No,
that
is going to get picked up on the tires. You can see it on the tires. It's going to be really treacherous on this restart.
All right, check out Dixon. Can he get close enough to the leader, Newgarden? What about that blue, black, and white car? Newgarden's in the wall.
He hit the wall hard. He's got the marbles on his tires, and he hit the wall really hard. Wickens now up to 2nd on the inside of Sato.
Here come the Canadians. Canadians. Hinchcliffe is in there as well.
Look at people locking up. Everybody has stuff all over their tires. It is a handful out there.
Oh boy, Andretti on the inside of Hinchcliffe. It's a drag race up the back down this front straight. Here goes Marco Andretti, looking for a move on Takuma Sato. Outside turn 1. James Hinchcliffe's got his hands full further back as well with Tony Kanaan, who does the over and under on him.
Oh, Marco Andretti riding wild along with Hinchcliffe, who's battling it out. They are all over the place in those first couple of corners.
And how about Charlie Kimball and Connor Daly a little further back? Sato and Andretti, did they touch briefly?
It takes at least 2 laps to get your tires hot again and get all the pickup, as we see Marco lock up just a little bit and run wide, but he's right there. He's going to get a run on Sato. Big run.
What's the moniker for Oberto, Jerky? Isn't it Oh Boy Oberto? What about Oh Boy Marco?
Oh boy,
he's
what a
going.
run.
He's got him close the door on him.
No, here comes Taku.
Sato's on the inside. Runs him wide and takes it back.
I don't think that's going to settle Marco Andretti down one bit. Further back, look at Ed Jones.
These cars all here, all of them have had damage this race. I think
wheel with
these guys are banging each other. All these cars have had major damage, and they're all side by side with each other. Out of the pits right there. Wickens is going to be on hot tires. He's going to make a run. Don't get yourself boxed up right here as he hits the back of Pagenaud.
Man. Big mistake.
Get on the push to pass. He should have timed that a little bit better.
Will that have rattled Pagenaud up this back straight to turn 3, or will it fire him up? Simon's got the inside run into 3.
I think Robert Wickens is sick and tired of getting pushed around in the sport.
He's getting hit. He's getting leaned on and hit. But look at Bourdais. He put him in the wall. He said, hey,
Are
buddy.
you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Pagenaud says, I'm dead serious.
The checkered flag. This is Scott Dixon on a hot day in Toronto. The Iceman has prevailed and extends his championship lead substantially. Scott Dixon coming down the front straight, wins on the streets of Toronto for the 3rd time. Pagenaud and Rossi side by side.
Nice clean pass by Rossi. That was a nice one. So perfectly done.
On in the stint as the tires start to wear.
Spoke to Pagenaud's guys earlier. He said he watched a truck race from here and he saw that the high line was the line for the trucks and really wanted to work on that line early. He's already up there.
Good acceleration. This is a great battle right here. Seeing Takuma Sato and Robert Wickens go at it with, again, a lap car in the mix with Gabby Chavez. Sato goes low.
Wickens is staying with him.
Hanging tight on the outside. That was brave.
We're already
Wickens trusting Sato.
That he's had in a long time in this race. Hinchcliffe, the bright green car is Spencer Pigot. Pigot goes the high line on Hinchcliffe. Right around the outside. Hinch hangs tough on the inside.
Hard racing there. A clean line up top now. They've just dusted off the track as they still go side by side.
Boy, Pigot is hooked up. Hinchcliffe doesn't want to relinquish it, but he has no choice.
IndyCar car finished second last year with J.R. Hildebrand, 2 of Penske, but it was Helio Castroneves that won last year for Penske as Hinchcliffe makes the move.
Hinchcliffe fighting hard to get back. He wants to get back.
Momentum outside.
He wants to get back to Joseph Newgarden, the longer.
Ryan Hunter-Reay and Robert Wickens continuing their fight. Will Power is in the mix as well.
All these guys now back on the lead lap with the wave around. We've got everybody on the lead lap down to Rahal in 10th. Hunter-Reay right on the back tire of Wickens.
Half a second, that's it. Pigot 3 seconds further back, and Sato on the inside.
Whoa.
Takuma Sato and Spencer
Wickens on the outside. The nice run on the outside. Look at this.
It's on.
For the lead of the race, James Hinchcliffe goes. And goes aggressively.
We got a new leader. We got a new leader.
Look at that.
Right here. Will Power on the move on Dixon here. 3 wide, 4 wide down the front straightaway.
Scenes of Fontana and Pocono of years gone by.
Cars now slipping and sliding all over the place. We're getting late in the race. Tires wear.
Wickens and Pigot. Look at
Wickens has
this.
caught Pigot. They're side by side. And he's got him slide job up in front.
Hinchtown. James Hinchcliffe had the most gut-wrenching experience of his life this year, not making the 500, but he wins the